Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Arsenal. I'm so happy. It's this is crazy. Our defensive midfielder just scored 2 goals for us in the last 10 minutes to win for us this massive. We needed this game. We needed this win massively, and our defensive midfielder just did it for us. It's absolutely disgusting behavior, but I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Mikel Merino masterclass. What a massive win. Internal solutions. As fans, we're looking for signings, internal solutions. We have internal solutions. I cannot believe this. Literally, we've been looking for a striker this whole time, and the striker's been right there this whole time. It's been right there this whole time. We needed that, man. We needed that. We were 10 minutes away from all our weekends being ruined. We were 10 minutes away. Like, it was not looking good. When it got to the 75th minute, I was like, I don't know how we are going to score here. How the hell are we going to score a goal here? But Merino, fantastic. And the crosses as well from Nwaneri and Trossard, absolutely fantastic. And there are beautiful goals as well. They're not, just, just corners and then a header or a tap in from a corner kick, no, just a deflection or something. No, both of them were actually well-worked goals from the wings, and Merino getting into space and finishing them. Fantastic. Also kept onside as well. Remember, in the first half, we were caught offside like 6 or 7 times. Merino managed to stay onside a couple of times in that second half. So that is absolutely massive. And listen, I said it was not going to be fun at all, not having any forward players. We're not expecting us to play beautiful games at all now up until the likes of Saka come back. Now we're just going to have to survive. We're going to have to survive, try and get 1-0. Our defense will really have to rescue us a lot of times. That is from Raya, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis Skelly, like he did, because Lewis Skelly, that clearance that he had, that could have been 1-0 to Leicester. So we're going to have to depend on players like that to help us out, and then we try and get a goal from somewhere, maybe a counter-attack, a set piece, a good run from someone. We're going to need something. That is all we can do right now. We're going to have to survive. We don't have the squad, and luckily, our defenders and the midfielders as well, the likes of Rice, very, very hard-working. Odegaard is making some good runs the second half. He was carrying the ball for us to the forward areas. Fantastic, man. Like, I am so, so happy. We needed that win. Like, if we draw this game after Liverpool have just drawn their game in hand, they win tomorrow, it's back to 9 points. Basically, them drawing with Everton would not have helped us at all. But getting that win, it motivates you. It boosts you for the next game. And on top of that, I am also so happy that we are not playing in midweek, so that we can also, the whole week now, we can, do some more training in the training ground, some more tactics, some more different formations, something that we can use next week against West Ham. Because today, a lot of people did say, listen, we didn't buy a striker. Who's to blame? Some people are blaming Arteta. Fine. And people said, listen, you have to find an internal solution now, because you're the one who didn't buy a striker. Now you have to show us something. You're going to have to, show us that you're a good manager, show us that you can get different things going in the team. Even if you don't have a striker, you can get a different solution. He did today. That substitution was a masterclass. And he took off Sterling, who we're going to talk about. Sterling, he had a terrible game. And then he took Trossard to the left side. That worked. He kept Nwaneri on. Nwaneri in the first half, we were attacking more on the left side. I think almost 50% of our attacks on the left side, but we didn't put any crosses in from the left side. It was Nwaneri who was putting all the crosses in from the right side. I think they said 6 out of something like that. So fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And that means we are 15 games unbeaten. Arsenal have gone 15 Premier League games unbeaten for the first time since April 2011, which is crazy. That is 14 years ago. We've, a lot of draws, obviously, but you don't lose games. That is the thing. If you're going to, if Liverpool are going to win this title and you're going to drop off or drop more points, we're not really going to lose those games. We're going to end up maybe drawing. I mean, that is hopefully not. But if you're ever going to drop points, it's going to be because of draws. But defensively, I've never had a problem. Our defense, I know we can keep the shape. And now Ben White is back. That is another positive for us. We just have to survive, keep on surviving. Luckily, we're not playing again for another week. Prepare for the West Ham game. That is good. But after that, obviously, it's going to get tougher. But obviously, hopefully by then, players like Merino has now, done that position for a couple of games, and then the forward players also know where Merino is going to make the runs and all that. That could be helpful. But big win, big win, big win. So in terms of the lineup, we went with Ryan Goal, Gabriel Saliba, Lewis Kelly, and Timber. Kind of what we expected. I'd gone for Calafiori in my starting lineup. He contributed to the second goal as well. But Lewis Kelly, listen, I did also say Calafiori, Lewis Kelly, whoever starts, I'm absolutely fine with that. And Lewis Kelly, man, that clearance was big. Midfield, as we expected, Rice, Partey, and Odegaard as expected. And then up front, as I expected, as I wanted it to be in the first half, Sterling, Trossard, and Nwaneri. So that was the starting lineup. But obviously, if you look at the bench, there's literally no one to bring on apart from defenders and midfielders. And the defenders to bring on are actually good. Players like Ben White, Calafiori, those are top-class defenders that you can bring on, but you don't really have forward players. And then you obviously have Merino, Jorginho. Basically, there was no striker on the bench, or so we thought. We thought there was no striker on the bench. There was actually one. His name is Mikel Merino. So in terms of the lineup, I'd still expect us to beat Leicester with that lineup, still great chances and all that. But we actually didn't. So I usually write like at least 2 pages of the game to talk about after the game. In the first half today, I literally wrote 5 lines because nothing happened. This is all I wrote. Nwaneri had an exciting move in the 5th minute, and then Odegaard had that chipped pass to Trossard where he miscontrolled it, but it was offside. There was that Rice header, and then Partey had some sort of block right before halftime. And then there was too many offside calls. There was too many offside calls in the first half. Sterling, Trossard did not stay onside. They were making runs in behind, but they were being caught offside so easily, so many times. So 0-0 at halftime. So at halftime, I said, just make sure we don't concede a goal, because I can't see how we are going to score 2 goals. But as I was saying that, I didn't know we had a striker called Merino on the bench. But I didn't expect us to get... my prediction was 2-0. My prediction in the preview was Arsenal 2, Leicester 0. But after watching the first half, I was like, man, I don't see how we're going to get 2 goals here. Like, there's no chance we're going to get 2 goals here. So we have to keep a clean sheet for a start and then look for a goal. Because if Leicester score fast, we're in trouble. I don't know how we're going to get 2 goals. They are interviewing Merino. Interview that man. I want to see him on BBC, on CNN, on Peacock, on SuperSport. I want to see him everywhere today. I want to see Mikel Merino everywhere today. And when is picking up man of the match, fantastic. That cross, very, very good. So I was hoping we don't concede a goal, because getting 2 goals would be difficult. And then the first 50 minutes of the second half, there wasn't much happening. Sterling was giving out the ball numerous times. Nwaneri had a shot from outside the box. Trossard wanted the pass from that. Raya did make a save from, I think, they could have a read. And then Sterling again, losing the ball again. So at that point, I was looking at their forward line and our forward line. They had Vardy. They could bring on players off the bench, and we don't have. Basically, their forward line, we could say, was better than us, so more quantity than us today. And then the masterclass sub. Sterling had to go off. He had to go off after giving away the ball. This is the second, third time that second half. Only in the first half, he was tripping himself up. Not good. Like, that has not worked at all, man. That has been a terrible signing. We are lucky we didn't sign him permanently, and he's definitely going to go back to Chelsea, and he's definitely not going to stay at Chelsea. They're going to offload him, obviously, as in the summer. I think this is his last season in the Premier League. He was terrible, but unfortunately, again, we don't really have anyone else, so we have to hope that he gets some sort of confidence over the next 2 months. But for now, it has to be off the bench. Even before him having that stinker, I said we kind of need someone on the bench to just bring on the last 10 minutes in terms of the forward line, because if you start all of them, you don't have anyone on the bench. Merino comes on for Sterling the 7th minute, and then Lewis Kelly makes that fantastic clearance 5 minutes later. That was big, because if Leicester had scored that, they would have brought in a couple of defenders, just parked the bus, and you never know. I don't think we'd have gotten those spaces. And then we made another 2 subs, which I wanted. I wanted Calafiori on for Lewis Kelly. Lewis Kelly was looking a bit tired, but he still managed to make that clearance. And then Jorginho came on for Partey, which is also fine, because Partey had given away the ball like twice in that second half, and he was looking very tired. Nwaneri hit the post. Fantastic shot from Nwaneri as well on his right foot. Nwaneri did overrun the ball a few times. I think he was caught offside maybe once. He lost the ball twice, I counted. But still, everything else that he was trying to do, he was our best bet in terms of scoring a goal today. Those crosses, he had that cross for Rice in the first half, accurate cross. And, he's a confident player. He's a confident player. He's shining right now. There's a piece of skill in the first half. He ran past 2-3 players. He's confident. You can give him the ball and he can dribble past players, and that is what you want to see. And that shot on his right foot, he was trying to make everything happen. And again, the goal came from him. The goal came from his magic, and that goal came 5 minutes later. At this point, you're starting to think, "Oh my God, man! Liverpool dropped points. We're also going to drop points. Like, what the hell is this, man? Against Leicester, this would not be good, man. They just lost 4-0 to Everton the other day." Step up Nwaneri. I think Odegaard was involved in that build-up, and then Nwaneri, that cross from Nwaneri to Merino, that timing from Merino, the timing of the jump, staying onside, the accuracy of the header. He's very good at that. When he signed for us after the Euros, the Euros, we saw him getting into the box and scoring goals like that for Spain. He did that, I think, against, was it Germany in the semi-final or something, and he took his country to the final. And then during pre-season, I said I actually like Merino as a signing because of his late runs into the box. And then after we signed, after I think the first or second international break, there's one, because he was out for 2 months. I think the second or third international break, when I saw him play, he was really good. He was really, really good, Mikel Merino, in terms of going forward. He was basically playing as their number 9 for Spain. And we did hear the other day people saying, or journalists saying, that there's been a belief that Merino could actually play as a striker, as a false 9 from ARTETA and a few of the coaches. And people are like, what? But it worked. It worked. It's kind of like... It's kind of like Havertz. Havertz is not a striker, but he does still score a few goals here and there up front, but he's not a striker. So listen, Merino is definitely not. You don't want him to play there for the next 3 years, but for now, he obviously has to start next game. He has to start the next game, and it's not like the way you usually take out a player from midfield and then take him up front, or move a player from right, or move a player from midfield like Patton, take him to right back, and then we ruin our midfield. We're not doing that with Merino. If Merino's starting every single day in midfield, and then we move him up front, and then we lose something in midfield, then we can think we're still losing something in midfield. But it doesn't cost us at all. Merino's been on the bench. He's not been playing. So him coming on and starting as a striker is not affecting our midfield. It's not affecting our defense, because Merino's not been playing anyway. So that's the big positive from that. That's a huge positive. And the fact that he's not been playing, so is basically now going to definitely play and help us in terms of that. And listen, internal solutions, sometimes bad things have to happen for you to discover good things. Like Ben White was a center back. We didn't know he was a very, very good right back until injuries happened. And then we ended up, Tomiyasu got injured, and then we ended up seeing White at right back. So things like that. But obviously, we're hoping that our players recover as soon as possible, so that we can have that in terms of extra players in the squad. 1-0 to Arsenal. Now keep focus, keep a clean sheet, don't do anything silly. Let's not consider goal, because I still can't see how we're going to score a second goal. I should have known. Odegaard now the last 10 minutes, Odegaard was really good in terms of keeping the ball and making driving runs and keeping possession and passing the ball to the left side. Odegaard was really good in terms of that in the last 10 minutes. Jorginho picked up a good yellow card as well. That is now a good yellow card to pick up. If it was Michael Oliver, I'd have given him a red card for that. And then Trossard, counter-attack. Leicester almost about to score, and then Trossard on the left side. I think that came from Odegaard's run as well. On the left side, cross, fantastic finish from Merino. Different finish as well. Header last time, left foot finish this time. It was fantastic. Nwaneri also had a shot at the end of the game. That's a big win. Whichever way you look at it, it's a big win. It's a huge positive, because if he had not won today, a lot of discussions again. Liverpool are 9 points ahead of us after tomorrow, and then now what do we do next game? At least after today, having another 1 week break, we can now focus on having Merino up front. I'm pretty sure they've been doing that in training anyway. Get some more rest again. The more weeks go, the more the weeks go on, the closer players like Saka and Martinelli are closer to coming back. So we just have to survive for now. We just have to keep on surviving, have to keep on doing things like this. We didn't even get too many corners today, apart from 5 or 6 or something. Most of them are good deliveries from Nonay and Rice, but we've actually not scored a set piece in a while, so we've had to depend on our open play. So that is a big win, guys. That is a massive, massive win. Absolutely happy with that. We'll have the player ratings later. Let me know what you made of the game, who your man of the match was. Subs at Saturday, it worked. The subs worked. I wanted Calafari to come on early, but he came on right time. that means Lois Kelly wouldn't have made that clearance if I had decided to make that sub earlier. But Calafiori worked, Jorginho worked, Merino definitely worked, and listen, it's a huge positive. It's a huge positive. Now let's work on that next game, West Ham. Let's do the same. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be brilliant performances. We just need to survive. And then let's hope Liverpool drop points. They have Wolves tomorrow. Next week, they have Man City. They have Aston Villa after that. Let's hope we can keep on getting more internal solutions. Who knows? Maybe you shouldn't be having Tierney on the bench. Maybe Tierney is a right winger. Maybe Kieran Tierney is a right. Maybe Zinchenko. Maybe Zinchenko, try Zinchenko as a striker in training as well. You never know. You never know. Maybe a front two of Zinchenko and Merino would be better than Thierry Henry and Bergkamp. It could be better than, Kanu and Wiltord. Who knows? Who knows? Thank you guys for watching. We'll have should you do the player ratings? We'll have the player ratings later. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.